tells Chinese investors. Insecurity in our region must end now. ACF, Northern leaders. 15 senators, 149 reps sponsored no bail in first year. Report. Labour Party crisis. Obi joins forces with Oti, others to remove Abure. Nigeria isn't difficult to manage. Obasanjo. Brutal assault on Nigerians. PDP rejects pump price increase. Bill Gates, Dangote meet Shetima governors at Aso Rock. Northern Nigeria experiencing one of the worst crises in history. ACF leader. Let's move on now to the Vanguard. Petrol price hike, Nasima, LCCI, NECA worry over jobs, economy. Minimum wage, betray workers, face consequences, NLC warns state councils. Fresh attack claims lives in Plateau communities. Civil servant forced into hiding after receiving death threats. Flood kills 68 in Kanu, Jigawa. Tricycle rider kills mother, severs son's private part in suspected ritual attack. Nigeria now third largest debtor in World Bank's scheme. 4 suspects arraigned in Kwara over murder of female student. Reps Minority Caucus condemns petrol price hike, asks federal government to reverse price immediately. Abure kicks as Obi, Oti, other stakeholders move to reposition Labour Party. Afeni ferry to federal government. Fuel price hike compounding challenges Nigerians are facing. NEC gives September 9 ultimatum to 4 states to submit report on state police. Ondo PDP to Tinubu, IG, avoid security breach ahead of November governorship election. Let's move on now to our next stop, leadership. Nigeria must tackle malnutrition, food insecurity, Gates. Fuel pump price, pressure mounts for immediate reversal. Nigeria, China revive local currency swap deal. Shetima urges unified action to tackle poverty. Half of 10th National Assembly bills recycled. Report. Nigeria is manageable. Obasanjo. Tinubu meets Chinese premier. Pushes for mutually beneficial China-Africa tie. Content moderators, platform workers receive training on data protection. APC's enemies behind attacks against my visit to Ganduje, Governor Sule. We stand with Fubara, PDP governors tell Wike. And our final stop for this morning is The Guardian. Outrage as high cost of petrol scarcity push businesses to brink. Tinubu woos Chinese investors, says Africa holds opportunities for growth. NEC sets deadline for state police reports, releases 3 billion naira flood relief funds. Obasanjo, Anyoku, others lament impunity, poor leadership. Federal government reviews prisoners feeding allowance by 50%, raises budget to 45 billion naira. Buhari, Northern governors, Saudi Arabia condemn Yobe killings. Gates warns of rising misery, says Nigeria spends less per capita on its people. Shatima inaugurates $115 million upgraded APM terminal in Onne. Over half of sponsored bills in National Assembly in 1 year recycled. PDP, APC trade security breach accusations in Ondo. And that's it on The Guardian this morning. Time to get to your reactions. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Please note that these headlines were read according to the editorial guidelines of these various media outlets and have got nothing to do with Nigeria Info. So ensure that in your reactions you have the facts, details, and every information you need. Do your research. Read details of the headlines before you react. To calling 0700 951 0000, 08095 974869, and 08099 930 The last number is the WhatsApp number. You can call that number using the regular phone call option or send a WhatsApp message and do all to include your name and your location. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome.
This is your brother. My name is again our Afan Takame Dola from Gundaka local government state.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
Let me take from the foil increasement. And I want to assure the Nigeria and our leader, they don't take it very easy because I know all this money they are gathering, they want to die. This money is going to remain some way that the Nigerian masses can recover it because how can this money is on ground? This food is in our house and our children cannot eat the food. Why? This food going to this control is our own. And again they are killing Nigerian people because of the self-interest. Why? Bye-bye for now.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome.
How are you this morning?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Yes, I'm Abubakar calling from Senegal this morning. Somebody Peter Obi, Tinubu, Atiku Abubakar to step down in 2027 and let your case come. That is just the reality. Those three people they have been in the system since 1980 something, 1990 something. So they have nothing for them to offer to this country. Look at what this man is doing. He's a minister of petroleum. He's giving direction to NNPC to increase fuel pump. Look at hardship. Look at transportation. Go to the bus stop. Know what people are experiencing. What does that mean? Be a commander-in-chief of be a commander-in-chief of does that mean that he has the right to be punishing Nigeria like this? And Ariwa, the insecurity, blaming. Look, there is no amount of insecurity in the law that the army can come and fight. Then themselves should wash out themselves. They should wash out themselves. Picture all those criminal elements by themselves. What does that mean? What does that? They have taken their responsibility. Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Good morning. Pastor Gentleman Itodo, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
How are your loved ones?
Yeah, very well, thank you. How are you?
How is Nigeria? Thank you. Abakar calling from Gwagwalada. President Tinubu spending his valuable time in China attracting investors with a weak economy, with a poor currency, with energy crisis. Would the same investor will come to Nigeria? If the investment is mutual investment, unless it is exploitative investment, during their own formative years, the Chinese people, they invest in a developed economy where they know the economy is buoyant. It will be beneficial to them, not a kind of economy Nigeria economy. Chinese will not come. That is it. And it's very unfortunate. We are suffering another increment, another cycle of increment of pump price. An oil-producing country. And people, they are accepting this situation. People are joining queues for exorbitant pump price. It's unfortunate. Thank you.
All right. Good morning. Welcome. I can hear it's static sound. It's hard to make out what you're saying. Do you want to move away from where you are currently? I can barely make out what you're saying. Sorry about that. Good morning.
Hello?
Your device is on. Welcome.
Itodo.
Yes.
This is Charles speaking.
Welcome, Charles.
If it is in a normal country.
Where's Charles calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Wuse too.
Go ahead.
If it is in a normal country, somebody like the Gates, the government couldn't have even welcomed him. Go and check records of him. His, what do they call it? His foundation and everything is how to reduce the population of Africa. That man is satanic.
No. Let's not do that, Charles. No, take that back. Charles, take that back.
I will not.
Okay, I have to let you go. Let's go into WhatsApp and take some of your messages at this time. The WhatsApp number is 080-9993-0137. Please be mindful of the language you use once you call in. You can't throw around accusations at someone and be unable to take it back when it is out of line. Good morning, you say. Let's get to this message quickly. Ishako in Lugbe says, now the third largest debtor in World Bank scheme, Nigeria. I will continue to emphasize that our system is not structured to work. How can we be the third largest debtors and have nothing to show? The only things we can show is the flamboyant lifestyle of our elites. I doubt if we the masses are learning anything. We are just shouting. The elite uses the same masses against themselves. Nigerians love the oppressors with passion, but hate individuals who wish to help with disdain. Except Nigerians come together, our elite will continue to push us beyond the wall. Nigeria will surely overcome, is what Ishako in Lugbe says. Did you sleep well? I guess I did. If Tinubu at this age could, according to the NLC, deceive them, it's pretty to say all the executives of the NLC are incompetent and should resign their positions, is what Fitzgerald in Airport Road says. But when are we going to see an end to insecurity in Nigeria is a question Oludade Abiodun begins his message with. The president and his team need to consider the common people in what they do. How can they increase pump price again, despite lamentations from masses? And this clearly shows that people in government are really against the people, is how Oludade Abiodun ends his message. Good morning. Are you there? Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Dubu, sir.
Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, welcome. What's your name?
Yes, sir. My name is Zakaria. I'm calling from Gudu.
Please go ahead.
Yes. Concerning the fuel pump price, I will hold Mr. President because he one time worked in Oilzad Mobile, and I believe he knows the terrain of oil. And those are part of the things that a lot of Nigerians voted for him, that when he comes to power, fuel crisis and fuel problem will be solved because he was in that sector before. And he did very well there. So I don't know what is this. What is the problem now? That Mr. President cannot help Nigeria and solve this issue of power. He should please do something. That is my concern because he's losing ground. If people are telling him all is well, all he is losing ground. He's losing his supporters with all these crashes because all get back to him. A lot of Nigerians are faulting him. All these politics they are playing in NNPC and whatever, he should put his eye there. as soon as he can solve this issue of power, which is fuel, every Nigerian uses it. A lot of people are going into a lot of crises because of this very singular act. So, yeah, I'm urging Mr. President and his team, they should do something faster.
All right.
Before it becomes too late for him. That is my take.
All right, Zakaria. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Good morning.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, Device. Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Mrs. Summers. I'm calling you from Bari. So, Mr. Abubakar asked you, how is Nigeria? You say, Oh, means it's fine. I know. Well done. A wife, children, beat up father, husband because of firewood. That's not why they beat him up. Oh. It's not good to beat anybody up. It's just out of frustration. You see somebody walking, you are driving, you'll be running. You will park your car highway like this, waiting for the person to run cross pass. The person will just is absent-minded. All these things are happening because of the situation of the country. Thank you, Mr. Zachary. I will not even talk about fuel again and what is happening. The only thing is, yesterday, from Polaris Bank to market is something you just trek for 2 minutes. I was told 200 naira in Buhari. And now I asked the bike man, 200 naira, are you not seeing the market? He said, yeah, trek. That was what he told me. Trek, this is what I pay 50 naira. If I want to do over a good moment, I will give 1,000. A day before yesterday, yeah, because you'll be seeing market from that place. He said 200. Why am I bringing this? I don't want to complain about the government. Before you bought Okada or Keke Napep or vehicle, please, if the person did not tell you price, bargain with the person. Simple, so that you will not have issues with the person. I stop at that about petrol. Let me shock you this morning.
In 30 seconds.
Yesterday night, my husband was like telling me that this NEPA unit, if they make let him buy. 1,000 naira unit is 4.2 or 3. 2,000 naira 8 point something. 5,000 is less than 20. And if you put 20, you go they make 5,000. They have increased this thing. Maybe day before yesterday. People never know. We are talking of fuel. NEPA, what's past NEPA unit? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,000. 8, 2,000. People that know arithmetic, whether 20, 5,000 naira for this country. We are getting there. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Let's get to you. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome.
Yeah. Good morning, Nigerian for family. I remember Muhammad Sauf Abubakar Ali, aka Dan Babang Ali. I quite agree with the fact that our northern leaders have failed us. They have failed us for several years, but the failure had reached its crescendo from 2009 to date. Before their own eyes, Boko Haram started. They know who were the sponsors. They refused to point out who are the sponsors. Now Boko Haram has snowballed and gave rise to more activities of cattle rustling and now kidnapping. One thing is for real. Once these terrorists are done with the poor masses, if they are done weakening the poor masses who are usually the shield between the poor and rich, they are the next target. The right time to act is now. Even though it's almost late, it is better late than never. They must come together and look each other in the eye and tell each other the truth, because they cannot tell us that they don't know those behind these things. We have several retired generals. We have 3 retired head of states, several retired IGP of police, several retired DG of DSS, NIA, and the rest.
All right.
Are we saying they cannot come together and provide solution to the problem affecting the North? Itodo in the entire North, no single person can rally around the North and say we have to do this.
All right.
This is shameful. Thank you very much, Dick.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Let's go right to the live feed on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja to take some of your comments. We've got the news at 7 o'clock, and afterwards we'll be back to get more of your reactions to the headlines this morning. And Okwandu Obina says the president and the height of incompetence is the reason for all the hardship we are passing through. Relying on imperialist organizations to deal with Nigerians is a sad story. And Valentine Ojo says we have dealers, not leaders. Very sad. While Moazu John Lasisi in Jigo Buhari says major marketers distort market price of petrol, cause untold hardship. It's like the government is confused about what to do. Nigeria should prepare for further hike in price. Dangote should be allowed to rescue us from these fuel cabals. Solomon Benjamin says instead of bothering other nations to come invest in Nigeria, why not focus on developing other things that we have comparative advantage over other nations? They will come, is how he ends his message. Dr. Mrs. Unma Olebar says these leaders are just playing on our intelligence. We cannot keep quiet and watch our democracy go down the drain if we don't speak out against evil in this country. It continues, politics is about joyfully rendering quality service to the people. But the dealers we have today are after their selfish interest. We need patriotic, focused, creative, charismatic, and God-fearing leaders with milk of human kindness and not dealers. While Fabian Wokocha on YouTube says, increasing petrol price, does the president know how hard and difficult it is for Nigerians to survive? The suffering is too much. I wonder if people will be able to feed. And Emmanuel Umar says, may God help us in this situation. Thank you for your thoughts, Emeka Nwachuku and Adesoji Sani.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
My darling, are you ready to go back to school?
Yes, Mommy. I have everything I need. All that's missing is
Connection established.